Darren, I know media day is not always the most fun day of fight week, but I guess what is the emotion like finally, being back and just a couple days away from being in the cage?
It's good. I'm actually happy. Yeah, I don't know. You just get asked the same questions all the time, though, don't you? It's just like, I don't know, if you just have to answer the same answer all the time. Like, I don't know. It's good. I'm ready to fight Saturday, so let's go, innit?
All this, time that you've had away. I mean, was there ever any point where you thought like, it's just not going to happen for me anymore? Like, why do I keep chasing this dream? And it's so hard for me. Was there ever any of that creeping into your mind?
No, definitely not. I'm in my 20s. I've been to the absolute peak of the sport, and get knocked down 20 times, get up, always get up. So that's like, I feel like I've stayed true to myself. I'm not motivated by money or fame. I'm motivated by the goal I set myself, and MMA is a unique sport. It's the only individual sport where the best fight the best, I believe. And MMA math makes no sense. When you're in that top 10, top 15, fighting all the elites, you lose one to him and he beats the guy who beat you, and it just doesn't make any sense. So it's just like, it's a fun sport. So it is what it is. What do you want me to say? I've fucking trained my bollocks off. I'm ready to fight Saturday.
You get matched up with Dricus. I mean, obviously kind of newer to the organization. Were you familiar with him at all? Did you know about him as an opponent, or?
Yeah, I mean, he's been beating people. He's on a rise. Obviously, I'm the guy to take the fight. It's not like people. He's looking up. People say I'm looking down. I feel like I'm looking up, and he could be looking down on me because he's the one winning. So it's just going to be a good fight. I don't think there's any smack talk to be said. He's fucking South African. I don't think they've even used profanity. So he's a nice guy. What am I going to say? It's a good fight, isn't it?
You pick up a win here. I mean, what is it? Do you let yourself look forward? Have you kind of stopped making advanced plans of what comes next or what the plan is for next year? Do you still do that? What is it?
No, I've just trained hard. I've just trained really hard, as I always do for this fight. I've just come in prepared. I'm very, very prepared for this fight. I feel like I'm in the shape of my life, actually. I feel fucking really good. Like, I'm wanting more, even this week when we're training. I'm like, I want more rounds. My friend, Captain, last night comes into my room 11:30. He was like, brother, please don't train in the morning. I was like, no, I've got to. He's like, you need to rest. I was like, okay. So I rested today.
Darren, obviously if you look at yourself on your social media now, you can see what sort of shape you're in. You're in good shape. Compared to the Brunson fight, how much better are you feeling?
I'm in fucking phenomenal shape. Get a load of that, fella. Come on, get a load of that. We're ready.
Usually you save that for your OnlyFans. But how much better are you feeling for this fight than you were for the Brunson fight? Obviously you went into that fight with an injury.
Yeah, I mean, I don't talk much about the injury. Everyone knows I was injured. I couldn't really do much for the fight. I just didn't want to pull out of the fight. That was the thing. Back then, and now I got a little bit of name that people say I always pull out, but I took that fight. I was absolutely fucked, and I'm not taking anything from Derek. He beat me fair and square, but I was only able to prepare for that fight in one way, and that was just a little bit of boxing pads and a little bit of the bike. I've had a good camp this camp. I've trained really hard. I've had good partners. I feel like I think if you look at me, you're going to look at me on the scale on whenever the weight is. I'm going to be looking like what I used to look like. So, there's...
Why do you train in gloves that are falling apart at the seams?
Oscar, I just don't give a shit. Don't really give a shit. I was walking in Thailand, the gyms every day. I didn't have no shin pads, no gum shields. I remember my first day when I got there, the likes of Nemkov and that were on the mats, and I was like, I need to get in this class now and spar. And I had to learn shin pads, groin guard, gum shield, and then that was just a running joke then every day with the coaches. They were like, Darren Till, you're like a UFC superstar. And I was just like, I just don't really give a shit. And then Cody seen me the other day and he was like, hook me up with some gloves. I suppose it's a good thing. It's humble, innit?
Did you have to apologise to Vettori for calling him a big stupid whore?
I thought that was going to be some beef on site. No, I didn't. I was doing my rounds in the cage. Me and Arman Sarukian and all that were training together. And next minute, I seen this big dude wrestling the other side. I was like, who the fuck's that? And he turned around, I was mad. I thought, oh, no, I don't need this shit. We're going to be fighting right now. And actually, he's one of the most pleasant guys I've ever had the privilege of meeting. He's a fucking pleasure to be around. Obviously, he's a hard worker. So from there, I had like 3-4 different gyms I was training at, and I just took him with me. I was like, come on, let's get the rounds in now. You tap me, I tap you. Who gives a fuck? You fucking kick me in the face, I kick you. Don't care if we're going to fight one day. Like, he's a guy I want to train with. And, we actually had a good time, and the day before I was leaving, I was actually training on my own, just getting like a lot of work and doing really training hard. And he was coming into spar, so I timed his sparring and stuff like that. Actually, really nice guy, very nice guy.
Do you feel bad about the things you said now?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Stop beefing with everyone, innit? Got too much beef on the go.
Darren Till right here. We spoke yesterday. I want to say congratulations on having another child.
Yeah, thank you.
What is it like when you're doing, obviously, previous camps are hard enough, but especially when you've not only seen it once in the lead up to this, how's it been?
Yeah, I think Darren Till's matured a little bit, because I know I said a few years ago I don't care, but I've really missed like my family. Like if you had asked me a few years ago what I want to do after this fight, I'd have said I want to go and party. I just want to get back to my family now and spend Christmas with my girls and my girlfriend. I've really missed them. It's really been a little thing about like the sacrifice for this camp as well, because I haven't been home, I haven't been anywhere. I've been in a secluded little place, just proper putting real work in, and I've only seen my newborn daughter one day, the day she was born. The next day I was on a flight, so it's been, I don't know her, I don't know the personality of her, so it's been quite tough. Big sacrifice, so Saturday will hopefully show with all that as well, and I'll get back to my family. I can't wait to see them.
Do you have any plans as like a family to do anything around Christmas, or just relax?
I'm 30 on the 24th of December, so they're all trying to get me to like book a party. I don't want to. I just want to get home, and I've got a fucking house I'm proud of there. I just want to chill in my house and just watch Christmas films with my kids and just watch them be happy. That's all I want right now. I just want to fight, get home for my family, and I want to live a pure life.
And finally, from me, good training partner of yours. You spent a lot of time in his camp, Brendan Loughnane.
Yeah.
He's won $1 million. I think he'll be here to watch you, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he'll be here, mate. He'll be sharing $1 million out. Don't get it twisted.
What are your kind of thoughts on that? He's had such a long journey, and now he's a millionaire, right?
Yeah, I mean, fucking hell, he's a millionaire. He's a millionaire. He's not in the UFC. It's like he's in another organisation. It's a bit wild, but I'm so happy for him. He's a fucking genuinely nice guy, and at the end of the day, I'll put it out there for him. He is one of the best featherweights on this planet. Trust me. I've seen him absolutely mauling everyone out in Thailand, and there is the highest level you will get there. And he's I don't know what's next for him. He's coming here. He's helped me. I've helped him. I hope he makes the right decision and starts. Honestly, I was so happy seeing him win that fight. Yeah, I'm really happy for him.
Cheers, Darren.
Darren, in the front right here. You had shared a photo. It looked like an injured eye in October. Like, what exactly happened with that?
I was wrestling on the mat, and I shot for a takedown. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's like the worst thing that ever happened to me. Like, the guy's middle finger, I felt it go to the back of my brain, and like, I actually tried to carry on wrestling after. Everyone was like, Anatoly, who's just won in one championship there, he was like, sit your ass down. And then it actually got worse as the days went on. And then I was actually worried. I was like, I can't pull out of another fight. I got a problem. But then it got better, and it's fine now. But it was one of the worst eye pokes I've ever had in me. Like probably anyone's will have ever seen. It was really bad, like when it happened. But it's a part of camp, innit?
So when you shared that photo, did all the comments come in saying? Like,
I actually didn't share it. I don't. When I share shit, I don't think. I've had to start thinking a bit more now. But I just shared my week of training. I was in like the ice bath and stuff like that, and that eye picture was on my phone because I sent it in the group. I was like, post that. And then my partner, Christian, was like, Chael said you're posting that to pull out the fight. I was like, what the fuck does that conspiracy theorist know? So like, I don't know, man. Don't know.
And then your opponent Dricus was in here earlier, and I know you said there's no like trash talk or stuff. I think he was just trying to build himself up. He said if Darren doesn't have an injury coming into this fight, he'll have one leaving this fight. Do you think that's just him trying to build himself up in his mind, or do you think actually mean
that's not trash talk? So like, I've told you, mate, these South Africans are they've never used profanity in their life, so you can't trash talk me. He's meant to say these things, like I know he's prepared and he's a solid challenger, but we'll see, innit? We'll see.
Darren?
If he wants to get into it though, mate, I'll ruin his life on social media. Don't get that twisted.
Do you regret taking the Derek Brunson fight?
No, I don't regret a thing I've done in my life. I feel like it leads you to the path you're meant to go on. Like I feel like this year what I've been through and what I'm sitting here now and just feel like I'm a very matured like Darren. So I feel like everything you do in your life, no matter what it is, fighting, your personal, I don't think you can have any regrets, man. So I don't regret it now. It might have been a bad decision, but I don't regret it.
With that being said, like what's the mindset and mind frame like going into a fight, finally healthy, having a nice training camp, being secluded? Like, what's the mind frame like?
I don't know. You sit there at night when you're done, and you think about things, don't you? It's very hard to explain. I don't know how I can explain it in the right terms. It's very hard being a fighter. You have a lot of emotions and stuff like that. You have to bottle a lot of things up, and people say to me, "Oh, people and fighters will say, oh, well, he seems edgy, he seems this, that." It's fucking fighting. When you get in there, it's totally different. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's a roller coaster, innit? I'm just happy to be on it, and.
Dricus earlier said that he had to take time to become a middleweight, and he said that he didn't want to be a welterweight fighting at middleweight. Do you feel finally that you're a middleweight now, or do you still feel like you're a welterweight fighting at middleweight?
I don't know. I think I took my picture next to Marvin. I don't think he was considerably heavier than me. I don't think there's much difference. Have tremendously big legs. Maybe that was a big part of the struggles at welter. I don't know. Because I think what I lack, especially now, the shape I'm in, my speed's phenomenal. Like I'm very quick. So I don't know. Dricus is big and powerful, and I'm quick and sharp. So we'll see, innit? I can't wait. Honestly, I can't fucking wait to fight. I swear. I wish there was some beef this week, because there's no beef.
And then finally, for me, what's it feel like fighting on a card with Paddy Pimblett? I know that the fans are very happy.
It feels great. It feels like. $4.2 billion, and they can't even sort this shit out. Must have done, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it feels like with me and him, the main attractions on the card. I know he's got a lot of hype now. I'm happy for him. So it feels like me and him it is the Scouts takeover. So yeah, we are going to take over on Saturday. Can't wait for the after party.
Awesome, thanks, man.
Hey, Darren. How important is it for you to be able to compete on the London card in March after missing the last 2 trips to the UK this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to take it as an obligation. It'd be great to fight on Saturday and then be healthy enough to fight in March. I think that's a good time frame. So yeah, I mean, I've only just seen they've announced it. So obviously, I think Leon's going to be the main event. So we'll see. It should be a big card with the buzzing England talent we've got at the moment. You know what I mean? And even maybe Brendan could get on there. So it would be good.
I asked Paddy who would have the better after party, him and Molly, or you and your BFF Khamzat. He said Paddy and Molly. Do you agree or do you disagree?
Most probably. I've changed a little bit now. It's like maybe a few years ago it'd have been me getting locked up once again. Everyone knows what time it is when I go mad, but I don't book after parties or nothing. I just want to I've got a big family to fucking provide for. I've got 5 girls running around. They're actually my life right now. Obviously, I have a little bit of fun and that, but yeah, I think they'd probably beat me.
I know you're very motivated. You had to bring your team with you. Do you feel guilty at all that you took away your cornerman Sam Cassidy from your teammate Ty Emery, who also fights on Saturday?
No, Sam's been he's been a diamond. We've had I've been saying it outside MMA. He's been great. He's been great. So yeah, no, don't feel guilty about none of that.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
One last one, Darren, actually. Dana White says he wants to book Khamzat.
Turn it in, Oscar. Go on, what?
Dana says he wants Khamzat versus Colby. I'm curious what you think that fight would look like, and what would the trash talk look like? Is Khamzat the kind of guy who can hear what Colby says and not run across the stage?
I think that's a very good fight. I do, because people don't see a lot of Colby in the news and media, but I know he's a guy who in secret trains really fucking hard, and I know he's really disciplined. I think if them two to fight, I think Khamzat would be he'd overpower him. I do think I believe his striking's better, and I think when it comes to the wrestling, I do think he'd be the powerful one. But obviously, it'd be over 5 rounds. He'd have to be fully prepared. So yeah, the trash talk as well. His English is getting phenomenally better. Obviously, me and him speak on the daily, so he's got that Scouse twang, hasn't he? So yeah, it'd be a good fight. It would be a really good fight.